Whatever the rights and wrongs, no coal means crisis with a capital C. This is the forbidding scene high up in the Bernese Oberland, where the now famous Dakota came down. A remote glacier between Alpine peaks would certainly be the last landing ground any pilot would choose, but there was no choice apparently, and so no wonder the whole amazing story hit the headlines for days. Movietone shows you the Dakota lying deep in the snow covering the glacier. For some 4 days, the occupants huddled in the plane, trying to keep warm in sub-zero weather and waiting. Then, at last, the rescue party of Swiss mountaineers made their way to the Dakota after a climb which involves special hazards at this time of the year. They took supplies up with them, and next day started down with the victims of the crash, all of whom were alive, though some were injured. Later, 2 Swiss-piloted Fieseler Storch planes took it in turns to land with great daring and skill at a spot several hundred feet down the glacier. There, the Dakota's passengers and crew were flown to safety, 1 or 2 at a time, the injured first. Meanwhile, at Unterbach, near Maringen, emergency radio was hard at work and all sorts of preparations had been made for the reception of the rescued people. So it was a happy ending after all. Here's one of the Storch planes coming in with another of the rescue. As for the reunions, well, they certainly were good to see. General Snavely greets his wife. And here on the airfield, General Tate greets the party. That's Mrs. McMahon and her daughter Alice, looking very grown up for 11 years old. Captain Tate, the Dakota's pilot, is welcomed by his father, the General. From Maringen, all was speedily taken to Vienna. The end of a grim experience and a very gallant rescue.